Hey guys, so I just want to give you a little inside information on how we actually beat Parkland over the weekend, which is the same team that actually held us to a 0-0 Palm Beach playoff final, which was kind of disappointing in one way, but I mean, we took care of that over the weekend. So right off the bat, so they came out in a 4-3-3 formation right here. Same thing with us, 4-3-3, obviously with the red team. So the first thing that we did over the weekend was instead of playing three in midfield, in possession, we actually had Nathan push up a little bit higher. So we would have these 2v2 in the middle and ultimately basically 4v4 in the back. So what happens is if this attacking mid, which should be covered by their 6 here, right? If the 10 pushes up, they have to make a decision. Do they want to play 1v1 in the back, or does that number 6 actually drop back as well? So that was their first little decision making there, what they had to do. The second thing that we did is we asked our left back and our right back to be all the way up high. So it was Anthony on the right and Devin on the left. So this basically limits number 7, the right wing. Either he stays up high or he defends. So obviously they need to defend, so they have to drop back as well. Once our left back and right back were high enough, what happened was our right winger here had the opportunity and a possibility to actually pinch in. So then number 3, the left back, needs to make a decision. Do they stay here or does he pinch in as well? So basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to create numbers up on the wing, either on the left or on the right. So right off the bat, you basically have a 4v4 now, a little bit more in a central position, which is kind of where you want to get the ball to or in order to get shots in on goal. And our right back and left back were basically playing as a right wing and a left wing at that point. So that being said, Jamir kind of had a free role here, which basically had their number 8 follow him around at all times. And then what happened was we basically dominated play like 80% of the time anyway, because the fact that, look at this spacing right here, with our 2 center backs, DJ, Gavin, and Mason as a 6, you're playing 3v1. So we had a lot of time on the ball. Because obviously when number 9 presses the ball, we just move the ball left to right. So, number 9 was kind of not really doing what he was supposed to be doing in a way. And number 10 wasn't really pressing high to make this 2v2. So ultimately, that's their decision. So that's kind of what happened here, because the 6 was dropping back and the 10 and the 8 were basically covering space. They had 9 or 10 players behind the ball and just number 9 up top. So how we succeeded during the play was when DJ or Gavin actually had space to attack with the ball over midfield, they actually took it. And then two things could have happened. Either number 11 pressures the ball, and then obviously we had an open pass to the right wing, to our right wing, and then we could play maybe a little give and go here, or we could have just got the ball and crossed it and for a finish. Or the second thing that could have happened was number 10 comes in to press the ball, and then Mason was wide open, or even Jamir at times was wide open, and then Mason could have penetrated the ball here centrally to create a 3v2 situation here, or even better, a 5v4 situation here. What ultimately, initially, what we were looking for was kind of more this, where Gavin would take the ball, and there would be a forward pass, a penetrating pass to either the winger or the center forward, right? Because they have a 2v1 here. So if you play that ball to the wing where it's Coco or Ray or Chungi, we could have easily played a little give and go here, for a finish as well. So that's kind of what we were looking for, and we succeeded at times. Obviously, at times we did not succeed either, but those were the three opportunities and possibilities that we were looking for. So the same thing over on the other side. If DJ had the ball, right, he penetrates into attacking half. 7 pinches in and pressures the ball, so he commits a defender here on the ball, which gives us an open ball pass in channel and then for a cross, or maybe ultimately this is the Barcelona style, a little give and go with Jordi Alba back in the day. So that was his first option. His second option would have been to just pass the ball forward, and that's where you had Nathan play an important role here because he was constantly in motion, where you basically just had a forward pass to create this 2v2 or 1v1. Or if number 8 was cutting down that pass forward, you had Jamir or Mason to actually penetrate with the ball in. So that's kind of what we were looking for, and ultimately we succeeded as well. Let me see if we can actually get to a little animation here. Right, so let me open up a project. So a little animation side. Let me just do speed 1 so we see from the top. So here we go. So the number 10 presses up, the wingers cut inside, the wingbacks are high and wide, so it's basically a 5 or a 6-player attack, and that's kind of just one pattern that we were looking for. So there we go. So wingers inside, higher right back, left back, and that's kind of how we tried to create numbers up on the wing, because obviously when they park the bus and there's 9 or 10 players in the central area, there's not really that much time and not that much space, but you really want to have those defenders stay there so you can actually have a 2v1, 3v2 kind of situation here on the side. So let's keep an eye here. There we go. Inside again. So that's kind of what we were looking for. So there we go.